Welcome to ASAP Elite, Next Up Edition. I'm your host, Coach Penn, along with our featured back, JR Redmond. Today we bring you from Texas, one of the state's up-and-coming stars. At 6'6", 215, three-time academic All-State, 3A Defensive Lineman of the Year, and Male Athlete of the Year. Representing Tatum High School, please welcome one of the nation's top defensive ends, Drenon Fite III.
What's up?
Hey, now. What's going on, man?
Not much.
For sure. You looking good, man. Look like you ready to go rush the quarterback right now.
Hey, I'm always up for anything.
Yeah, for sure. I heard you had some hands too.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, for sure. There you go. Hey, let's get into it. Say, JR, you got anything for him before we get going?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a couple quick questions. First of all, for those that don't know who you are, go ahead and give us a brief introduction. You know who you are, your name, your high school, your accolades, things of that nature.
My name is, people call me Che, but my name is Drenon Fite III. I come from Tatum High School in Tatum, Texas, a really small town. I play all three sports. I'm at football, basketball, and track. I was defensive line MVP of our district, TSWA, I think, defensive end, all-state, three-time academic all-state,
Okay.
and both basketball and then went state finalists in basketball and state qualifier in track.
Okay. Now you said something right now, a mouthful, actually. But one of the biggest things that you said is you're a student athlete, three-time academic, along with all kind of other things in regards to how you perform within your district and your league. How do you balance being a student athlete with playing multiple sports and being good, not just playing?
It's really with my parents, my family. Both of my parents work in the district, so it's like they stay on me about my grades, about that, and it's also self-driven. It's always been a goal of mine to be in top 10, so I've been working hard trying to get into that top 10%.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's solid, man.
Hey, how were you introduced to football? Do you remember your first experience in your first season?
I remember it, but it wasn't that good. I started in 7th grade, and I started out as a receiver. I played receiver, really wasn't that good at it. My whole middle school I really wasn't good at football. Football was just something that I did because I was forced to do it. And then as I grew up, when I went to as a freshman, one of my coaches, he was like, if you keep on working, like, I think you can be one of the best athletes to come through this high school. And so when he told me that, I just started working. And then football, I just ended up loving and fell in love with it.
You know, a lot of people have similar experiences, right? Some people, football chooses them. They didn't choose football just because naturally they're really gifted or because of their size usually. And then sometimes, like you said, you know, you've thrown out there, right? You gonna play something, you gonna do something,
Right.
you know? You know what I mean? They want to get you active and get you going, you know, and it ended up sticking. So, you know, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what was the biggest adjustment, you know, from moving up to the varsity level? And what grade did you go to move up to the varsity level?
I started my freshman year on varsity. And when they say always be ready, they were not kidding, because the very first scrimmage, our starting receiver had concussion, and so I had to play. And that was then after that he quit football, so I was a starting receiver, and so that they were not kidding about that. Like you have to be ready.
Sure. You never know when your number getting called, boy. That's for sure. When did you realize that you had the ability to dominate the high school level?
Probably my sophomore year. They moved me from receiver to an end. And I noticed that I was quick enough and I was fast enough I would beat people off the ball. And then I'm a defensive person, so I don't care where you are. I'm just gonna run you down.
Oh, yeah.
So I just started just running around the field, and that's.
He's not like you, Jay.
High motor, man. High motor, man. High motor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting off that ball is important, right? On both sides of the ball. And, a game is really won up front. A lot of people think that the most important guys are the guys in the back. Actually, the most important guys are the guys in the front. Take that from a guy that's in the back.
Oh, boy. Hey, so can you describe the feeling, starting your first game on varsity and then, making your first real big play on varsity?
My first feeling, I was nervous because I just came from a place where I really wasn't even good at it, and I was just like the third string person. You're just out there to be out there. So now I'm starting, and all these people are coming to watch me on Friday nights, and now I'm playing with seniors and stuff. So at first it was like, am I even ready? But then when I went out there, I noticed that I was just the same as everybody else, and I had much of skill as everybody that was out there. And so my breakout game was probably 6 games in, and I had 4 touchdowns, and I forgot how I had 4 touchdowns, and I played a little on defense. I had some tackles that game too.
Who y'all play?
West Rusk.
Okay, cool. As long as it wasn't Lindale.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was my school in East Texas.
Oh yeah, no. It was West Rusk. And that after that, that's when I was like, okay, we good. Just keep on playing.
There you go. How did it feel when you got that first offer?
I was excited. They actually called me in the middle of class. I was in the middle of class, and my dad was like, just because they had been talking to me, but they were like, have you got a call yet? Have you got a call yet? And my dad was like, you need to expect a call. So I get a call from an unknown number. I was like, well, my dad told me, I need to expect a call. So I step outside and answer it.
It was scam likely? Did it say scam likely?
Yeah.
I might be missing one of my blessings.
I know. It was UTSA, and I was excited, and I went back in, and I immediately posted it, and my teacher was probably like, "You need to shut up," because I was talking about the whole entire class period, and then after that it was just blessings.
That's solid, man. That's real good. So, what college growing up did you like the most?
It's gonna sound really crazy. Well, I change schools, but my very first school was Texas TCU. That's my first really true school that I loved. And then I changed to University of Arkansas. And then it was LSU.
Okay.
It was LSU. And then going into my sophomore year, I just said, I didn't care. I didn't care what college I went to.
There you go.
No, not the University of Michigan.
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's too.
Oh, okay.
Hold up there.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say all bets are even and you have the top 5 schools that you would like to attend. What would be the process you would use until weeding out which schools you're not going to attend?
Well, the first one, my number one is family. I feel like my family is the only reason why I kind of like kept going, and they still like help me as I go on. So I feel like, especially with the football, you gotta have like a strong family, and so a family environment at a college, I feel like was everything, and so making me feel like I'm at home and everything. And then my second thing is that the weather. I'm from
Weather, huh?
Yeah, not too cold, but I can handle the heat, but not too hot, where it's like summer all the time. But have enough where it's like I can experience all 4 seasons.
Hey Jay, I know where he's not going. 2 places.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, who do you compare yourself to in the league?
Chase Young.
Okay, why?
Because he is a high motor, and like everywhere you see, he's just across. Like if he's not one place, he's the other side of the field, and just plays with no regrets.
Let me ask you one more question. Let me put a little bit more on that. 5 years ago, who would you compare yourself to? Yeah.
That's a hard one.
I saw your film, man. You remind me a little bit of Julius Peppers when he came out of North Carolina. Do a little research on that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can look up his basketball highlights too at North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dominant. Yeah, so you're entering your senior season. What kind of numbers do you expect to put up?
Honestly, I had 63 last year, so I want to get greater than that. Anything over 63, I'll be fine with. But I really, right now, it's just like I'm just gonna go out there, and if I end the season with 20 tackles, I end the season with 20 tackles. But I want to have the most. Like if I want to have some interceptions, I want to have a lot and be able to just show my athleticism like that. That makes sense.
One of the stats
you want.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying you want to hit all of the categories on the stat sheet. Just not 1 or 2 of them, huh?
Yes,
you want to hit all the categories, right? So that means you gotta have to ask coach to put some zone blitzes in so you can fake the rush and drop. You know what I mean? And fall into one of them slip screens.
Oh yeah.
One of the most explosive or the best stats that you can have is disruptive plays. They don't count those. You know what I'm saying? But boy, I tell you what, you break up one of them plays, man. I mean, that's how you dominate the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, always getting that backfield, man. And the batted pass. That's a heartbreaker. For real, it'll take the air out of a team every time.
Sacks too. Sacks. I want some sacks.
Yeah, get all
that.
Yeah, I got. That's the whole reason why I'm a DN is sack the quarterback.
Get after him.
Now, how many we talking about?
I think I had 12 last year. So,
solid.
Yeah.
So
how many games y'all play last year?
12 and 20. Sorry.
How many games y'all play last year?
9. No. Yeah, 9. We missed one.
Yeah, and you had 12 sacks?
I might be thinking about the wrong stat. No, I think I had 8. I had 12 TFLs.
Okay.
That's nice. That's nice. That's plays stopped or stymied in a backfield, right? It halts a drive, it stops the drive from getting going and stops the drive from continuing, so those are definitely big things. If you could play another position on the football field besides defensive end, what would it be?
Outside linebacker.
Okay. So it's a reality that you should probably start now working on drops and coveraging and backpedal because you very, very well with your body frame could be a hybrid type guy, right? A guy that's
Yes.
going to rush, but also athletic enough and fast enough to run down the seam and be disruptive in the pass game.
Yes, sir.
Long body, hard to throw over you, right?
Yep.
Actually, I don't know if most people know, but I'm committed to ULL. And
Okay, go Canes.
yeah.
I lived there 10 years, man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
I'm going to ULL to be an outside linebacker.
Okay. University of Louisiana Lafayette, right?
Yes, sir.
My man. I see you. Yeah, I see you downtown, man. I gotta come visit. Yep. There you go. So, hey, what advice would you give players following in your footsteps? The next Drenon Fite.
Always work hard and be patient. Because if my freshman year, if you would have told me, this was going to happen my freshman year, I would have thought you were telling a lie. Because I didn't see myself there. And I would look on TV, I see all these, watch college ball, LSU, A&M play, and I see all these dudes, big and actually could play, and me just being this little skinny little freshman. But it took time, and then it's also the little things too, because at first my freshman year I wasn't that good at catching, so I would, after practice every day, I would have my quarterback throw to me for 30 minutes.
Nice, man. Got to work hard. And remember, lele la banze roulette.
All right.
There you go. Go Canes. Hey, thank you for coming on, man. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, hey, we look forward to seeing you ball out this year, man. We'll be following you. And hopefully you can come back again once you sign that letter. And in college, and when you make it to that level, man. So best of luck. We'll be here.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Have a good season.
You too.
All right, buddy.
All right. Hey, man, he might have what it takes, man. That attitude is everything. You see how humble that kid is?
Yeah, he's a solid kid.
Yeah, he is.
Real
Yeah,
solid.
he is, man. Yeah, I was watching this film, man. And like I say, when I brought up that Julius Peppers comparison, man, the way he got around that corner, set that edge, chase down, the chase downs were. I saw the Chase Young with them chase downs in this film, man. So, yeah, kid's got a bright future. But the most impressive thing, with all those incredible plays that he made was that 3-time academic, awards, the awards that he received, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
It is, student athlete, right? That's what it's about. It's not just athlete, student athlete. It's better that you get it sooner than later, right? A lot of times people skate through high school and they have to figure it out the hard way by being on academic probation in college, right? So it's a good thing that you get that foundation early so you can just ball out on your academics and then the rest takes care of itself.
Well, man, hey, this is our inaugural show. I appreciate you. Hey, we'll see you next week on ASAP Elite. Next up edition.
All right now.